Hey everybody, it's Brad at Dayport Brothers LLC out in Versailles, Ohio. Gonna do another walk around video followed by an operational video on this 2024 Kubota SVL75-3 skid steer that came in and we're putting up for sale. Like always, I'll walk around, I'll talk about the features and functions, I'll get up close to everything, I'll show you everything that I see, talk about anything that I know on this particular machine. Then of course we'll fire it up, we'll run it through its paces, we'll let you hear the engine, we'll show you the front pins are nice and tight, lift the loader, dump the bucket, we'll lift the front end up, show you the hydraulics are strong, drive it around, show you it turns strong. As always, if you are in the market for a used skid steer, a used piece of construction equipment, or a used piece of ag equipment, please subscribe to the channel. Please like the video. Your likes and subscriptions help other people who are looking for equipment find our videos and find our machines, and we truly, truly do appreciate it. All right, like I said, this one's a 2024 Kubota SVL75-3, loaded up with options here. This one is cab, heat, air, high flow, 2-speed. It's got the hydraulic quick coupler, pilot controls, backup camera, reverse fan, self-leveling bucket, radio, float, 2,490 pound lift capacity at 35% of the tipping load, 9,420 pound operating weight, does have a weight kit, and this one has 1,225 hours. So like I said, here in a little bit we'll fire it up, we'll show you the pins are nice and tight down here. For now I'm just kind of going to get up close to everything and show you the overall condition. You'll see here very, very nice machine. Orange paint still nice and bright. This little hook that comes over here and holds your lines if you've got like an auxiliary attachment hooked up is bent out just a little bit. Otherwise up here, very good. This paint's nice and bright. Really not even much paint flaking here on the edge. A few little light scuffs here and there. It is still a used skid steer, but overall very, very nice. Again, you can probably see some light scuffs there. Some of this would probably buff out. A few little paint chips there if you really wanted to. Decal's still good. Nothing that looks cracked or welded or plated. Again, just a couple little paint chips there. Very, very nice overall used machine. And here on the side of the cab, that gray all looks good. Taking a good look here at our tracks on this side. They are the zigzag pattern tracks, as you can see here. Looking at tread depth, I'm going to say we are at least, I'm going to say we're probably 55-60% at least. I think I'm being very fair there. There is quite a bit of tread depth left. They're probably actually a little better than that, but I try to be very conservative on that when I gauge those. A couple little small chips here out of tread bars, nothing out of the ordinary on a used set of tracks. No huge cracks going crossways, no real weather checking to speak of anywhere in there. Looking at the sprockets on this side, as you'll see there, lots of life left there in those sprockets. And taking a little step back, looking at the side rail of the undercarriage here, still retains probably 95% of that original gray paint over here. Rollers all look good. Front idlers look good. And then in here on the side of the frame of the machine, that all looks really good, not all scuffed and scratched up. Same thing over here. Coming around to the rear corner over here. No huge dents or dings here. Just your typical little scuffs and scratches. Decal's still in pretty good shape. Like I said earlier, it does have the weight kit. Really not much paint flaking or anything down here. Just a tiny little bit right there, but otherwise pretty darn nice. Coming around to the rear. Taking a good look there at that engine enclosure door. Nice and straight. No huge dents or dings there. Just some scuffs and scratches in there. Coming up, looking at the top here, this gray is all really good. Even this mesh is still really nice. You'll see a lot of times on these that the gray here in that mesh just kind of flakes off and the mesh part gets kind of rusty, but these look really, really good. Coming around to this rear corner, again, same thing as the other side. No huge dents or dings, just some light scuffs and scratches. That decal's still in pretty good shape there. Weight kit, again, really no paint peeling here around the outer edges. Taking a good look at the track on this side. Again, looks very similar to the other side. Plenty of tread depth left here. Again, just a few little spots where there's little tiny chunks out of tread bars. Looking at the sprockets on this side, again, lots of life left there in those sprockets. And taking a little step back, looking at the side rail here, the undercarriage again, aside from that dust and mud that's flipped up there, still retains 95% of that original gray paint. Rollers all look good. Front idlers over here look really good. And here on the side of the frame, that all looks really good again. Not all scratched up there. This is just a very, very nice used machine. Coming over here, taking a good look at the loader arms on this side. Some paint chipped off back here, but otherwise nothing that looks cracked or welded or plated anywhere. And as I get up close to it, you'll see still very bright. Some light scuffs in there. That decal's still really good. Taking a good look at the back side of that skid steer mount frame. Everything looks good there. Nothing that I'm seeing that looks cracked or welded or plated anywhere there. Take a look at the bucket. It is a Caterpillar Low Pro heavy duty bucket with a bolt-on cutting edge. Looking here, you'll see pretty well flat on the bottom. A little bit of a bow just right here. I don't know if you guys can even see it. It's not very bad there in the bottom of that bucket, but cutting edge is good. Lots of life left there in that cutting edge. Come around back here and take a look inside the engine compartment the best that I can. It's hard to get in too close in these, but we'll do the best we can here. Try not to bump the microphone too much. About as close as I can get here. But you can see up top, I mean, there's a little bit of dust here, but nice and clean, nice and dry. I don't see any oil or diesel or antifreeze running down the side of the block. There you can probably see in there a little bit. Same thing if I kind of come over here, and there you'll see. And even down here in the bottom's nice and dry. Now I say with every used machine, I'm sure if you go over it with a fine-tooth comb, there's going to be a seep or something somewhere. But this machine seems to be very, very dry. Everything over here by the air breather looks good. Down here by our filters. I'm trying to go nice and slow so you guys can see in here well. Down by the engine oil filter looks good. These belts in here look good. Over by the battery, up here with our electronics, everything looks good here. Let's see if I can get in just a little farther on this side. You can kind of see in there, trying not to bump the microphone too much. Again, just a little bit of dust and stuff in here, but nothing out of the ordinary. It's a used skid steer. Taking a look here at the back side. That diesel tank looks good. We'll see about shutting this door. We'll take a look at the cab, the interior, the ROPS. Everything over here on this side looks really good. Nothing out of the ordinary there. That gray's all really good. No big dents or dings or scratches. Backside looks good. Both those lights look good. The glass is good. I don't see any cracks or spider webbing in any of this glass. Coming over to this side, everything looks really good here. Again, not seeing any cracks or spider webbing in any of that glass. Up here at the top, our headlights look really good. This is all really nice and straight up top. A lot of times you'll see where they get dinged up here, but this one's really, really good. Couple little small scratches and a little bit of a ding there. Both the handles are really good on this one. For whatever reason, a lot of times on these Kubotas, you'll see these handles get smashed in. Both sides are really good. Up here are cylinder guards and the front faceplate. Everything up here is really, really nice still. As you see, that paint's nice and bright. Same thing over here on this side. That step's really good. A few little chips and stuff in the paint up here. That's nothing out of the ordinary there. Door works really well. Opens nice and smoothly like it should. Floorboard is good. Taking a good look at our seat. Bottom seat cushion's good. I don't see any cuts or tears there. Same thing with the backrest. Everything looks good there. As we set in here, you'll see all this dark gray. This plastic's still really good. No cracks or anything in any of that. The fins here on the HVAC tunnels are good. Over here, our HVAC controls look good. Coupler, all that looks good. Coming over here to our left joystick, as you'll see there, toggle switches and buttons all look really good. Trigger button's good. Rubber boot down here is good. Coming over to the right joystick, again, toggle switches, buttons, everything looks really good there. Trigger button on the backside's good. Rubber boot down here is good. Over here to the controls, all that looks good. I'm gonna turn the dash on here. Show you everything there while that's loading. HVAC, the fins over here look really good. Let me punch in the code. Over here, taking a look at our nice screen.
5 of the victims were male, 1 was female.
As you can hear in the background,
Will determine their age,
radio does work.
and
Backup camera works like it's supposed to. There you can see 1225.5 hours.
The importance of recess and unstructured playtime for school children, citing evidence that it
again, as you saw, glass was all good. All this gray down here still really, really nice. Taking a good look up top here where our cylinders, our tilt cylinders come up and meet the loader arms. Everything looks really good on this side. Same thing over here. Nothing looks cracked or welded. And like I said earlier, back side of that skid steer mount plate looks really, really good. All right, like I said, this one's a 2024 Kubota SVL75-3. 1,225 hours, lots of photos on our website. That's listed down below in the description. If you have any questions, comment down below. We'll try to answer them for you. We'll fire it up and get right into an operational video.